Misery, misery, misery. That's what you've chosen.
Get the G-Serum ready. ASAP.
Norman is going to be an absolute menace in the next game, Spidey Squad. But anyways, welcome back, true believers and all you spectacular Spidey fans out there, to an extremely intriguing Marvel's Spider-Man 3 related video. And yes, I know that I should actually focus more on Marvel's Wolverine, considering that we did receive quite a lot of new information about the game during the most recent hands-on preview event, which I will still be talking about in another video down the line. But out of all the major news that was revealed for Marvel's Wolverine, there was in fact one massive piece of news that has seemingly gone under the radar, when in reality it may be teasing something absolutely insane for the potential future of Insomniac's Spider-Man franchise. So if you're beyond hyped for Marvel's Wolverine, Marvel's Spider-Man 3, and any other major AAA title from Insomniac Games, then definitely be sure to thwip that like button, hype up the video, and subscribe to the channel for even more Marvel Games content down the line. Now, the funniest thing about this entire situation is that I actually already made a thorough deep dive analysis video, as well as predicting what exactly Insomniac Games is going to be doing in Marvel's Spider-Man 3. And in this case, specifically what they're going to be doing with the character of Green Goblin, who at this point is pretty much going to be the main antagonist of Marvel's Spider-Man 3, alongside the return of Otto Octavius as Dr. Octopus. And if you want to see that video for yourselves, that is actually part of my Spidey Squad tier within my channel memberships, which are undoubtedly worth your time, and it's also a great way to allow you to continue to help me and the channel. So just know that if this really ends up happening, you heard it from me first.
What are you writing?
The final chapter.
Where in a total bombshell of a news reveal, Insomniac Games officially confirmed to Entertainment Weekly that Marvel's Wolverine officially adds X-Men 2 star Kelly Hu as Tiger. And if you're unaware, is that Kelly Hu is actually the same actress who played Lady Deathstrike in X-Men 2.
Holy shit.
Whereas Entertainment Weekly went on to describe is that Marvel Comics established Tiger as a crime lord in the city of Madripoor, located on an island in Southeast Asia, who's determined to clean up the streets. The destination, made up of the wealthy Hightown and the impoverished Lowtown, is often linked to Wolverine, due to his exploits in the area. Marvel's Wolverine presents Who's Tiger as the proprietor of the Princess Bar, Logan's preferred watering hole in the Lowtown district of Madripoor. And as it was unveiled by the executive producer at Marvel Games of Eric Monacelli, he did go on to highlight that the casting happened when the game first started going into production. So this was a little while after Miles Morales. I think part of it was just who playing Lady Deathstrike, her age, and where she was at didn't make as much sense. But for the character and Tiger, it was one of those characters that we wanted to really have someone that grounded it. Marvel's Wolverine takes the main character on a global journey through locations like Canada, Japan, and Tacubaya. All will have distinct atmospheres, and Tiger is the Madripoorian anchor to that world. The Princess Bar is a major touchstone for the game, so we wanted the proprietor of the Princess Bar to be somebody that people would potentially connect with. But most importantly is that we take that approach for all of the characters. So not only do I find it extremely cool on how layered that Insomniac is making the world of Marvel's Wolverine feel extremely lived in, but also bringing on a Hollywood-level actor to simply portray one of the side characters in the game just shows how all out Insomniac is truly going. But if you guys know me, is that I'm always looking at the bigger picture. And whether Insomniac knows it or not, I think they pretty much confirmed something utterly insane that may end up happening for Marvel's Spider-Man 3, and specifically, who exactly they're going to be casting in the role of Green Goblin. Now, you might be saying to yourself, Evan, what the hell are you talking about?
What the hell are you talking about?
Who you talking to?
Green Goblin has already been cast in the Marvel Spider-Man games, with Mark Rolston playing Norman Osborn. And to that, I would say that you are half correct. Because yes, Mark Rolston has already played a phenomenal adaptation of Norman Osborn within all 3 of Insomniac's Spider-Man games thus far. And by the time that he inevitably takes the G serum in Marvel's Spider-Man 3, I definitely think that he could pull off a rather psychotic sounding version of Norman Osborn as the Goblin if Insomniac wanted him to.
Hey, Peter. Harry will be coming back from Europe early next year. Maybe the 2 of you can start that business you always talked about.
This is opportunity knocking.
But if you're a die-hard Spider-Man fan like I am, then you know just how many layers there can be when portraying a character as psychotic as the Goblin. In the circumstances of Insomniac's prior Spider-Man games, we did have William Sawyers playing Otto Octavius in Marvel's Spider-Man 1, where despite the fact that Sawyers himself wouldn't necessarily be considered on the same level as a massive A-listing Hollywood actor, he is still an absolutely phenomenal voice actor within the gaming industry. And in my honest opinion, is easily one of the best portrayals of Doc Ock in any form of media.
I just think we need some more
We've
testing.
got enough testing! For the first time in my life, I don't feel like a failure. I feel like me.
But when it came to Marvel's Spider-Man 2, Insomniac Games went above and beyond when finding their ideal candidate to voice Venom. And to this day, I highly doubt that anyone following up this performance in the future is ever going to come close to the amount of greatness that we saw here with the late, great, and legendary Tony Todd portraying Venom in-game.
Look at us. We are healthy, strong. This is what you want, isn't it? We are Venom.
Where not only did Tony Todd directly dabble in a variety of different projects within the voice acting community and the gaming industry, but primarily is that Tony Todd was known as a horror icon within the Candyman movies. And bringing on that dark and sinister voice for Venom was actually one of the main marketing points for the game all the way back during its reveal trailer in 2021, showing that Insomniac Games wasn't messing around when it came to Venom, and that they really wanted to highlight that full-on star power when it came to the performances of the game's story. And granted, while Mark Rolston, who plays Norman Osborn in Insomniac's Spider-Man games, is also a rather well-known Hollywood actor, I genuinely think that Insomniac understands that they can't hold anything back when it comes to casting the ideal Green Goblin voice in Marvel's Spider-Man 3. And while I have no doubt that Mark Rolston is going to do a phenomenal job acting as Norman Osborn in Marvel's Spider-Man 3, I honestly think that there's only one option as to who you need to cast within this role. And that, my friends, is the one and only Willem Dafoe.
I'm gonna finish her. Nice and slow.
For me personally, Willem Dafoe's portrayal of Norman Osborn and the Green Goblin in both Spider-Man 1 in 2002 and most recently in Spider-Man No Way Home is literally just as iconic as Tony Todd voicing Venom, Heath Ledger's Joker, and Robert Downey Jr. as Iron Man. And I honestly can't think of anyone better to play the psychotic version of Norman Osborn with the Green Goblin persona in Marvel's Spider-Man 3. Despite the fact that Dafoe himself is currently 71 years old, he is still actively starring in several Hollywood films. And for the case of the gaming industry, Dafoe has actually previously done massive work in both motion capture and performance capture, specifically in the case of a video game which I actually find pretty underrated from Quantic Dream of Beyond Two Souls, where despite the game having a story that didn't blow too many people away when it initially released, Willem Dafoe's performance was easily one of the best aspects of the entire game.
My name is Nathan Dawkins. I thought it would be a good idea for us to have a little chat, get to know each other a little better.
And based on what Eric Monticelli previously stated, is that they casted Kelly Hu as Tiger for Marvel's Wolverine when the game initially started going into production. And if you've been keeping up with my latest videos and my YouTube shorts, you would know that it was recently revealed on IMDb's website that apparently Marvel's Spider-Man 3 is now in production. So it certainly seems like that Insomniac is getting the ball rolling on Spider-Man's potential final chapter. And for all we know, they may have already casted Willem Dafoe in the role. Because if you previously watched arguably the best Spider-Man cartoon ever made with the Spectacular Spider-Man, or even most recently played Marvel Tokon Fighting Souls, you would know that the Green Goblin character is more often than not showcased as a duality between Norman and his Goblin side, where in the animated series, Norman Osborn was actually played by the late great Alan Rackins. But whenever Norman was dressed as the Green Goblin, he was actually voiced by the legendary Steve Bloom.
Oh, what's wrong, Spider-Man? Off your game?
I told you I invented the green. Of course I wasn't fool enough to drink it. Small doses in gaseous form increase my strength, agility, intelligence, with no blackouts, no loss of control.
So I, for one, thoroughly believe that if they want to showcase that same duality within the Goblin in Marvel's Spider-Man 3, then I could definitely see Mark Rolston pouring out an incredibly heartbreaking and emotional performance as Norman Osborn, while Willem Dafoe goes balls to the wall insane when voicing the Green Goblin. Especially when looking at the Sony side of things, Spider-Man Brand New Day just officially crossed making over $2 billion in the box office. And Marvel's Spider-Man 2 also recently crossed over $1 billion in sales, which again officially makes Insomniac's Spider-Man franchise a multi-billion-dollar property. So not only does this mean that Insomniac, Marvel, and PlayStation would easily be able to hire Willem Dafoe if they wanted to, but I also think that Marvel's Spider-Man 3 is more than likely going to release later on in the future as a potential PlayStation 6 exclusive. Insomniac needs to make sure that they deliver something utterly immaculate when it comes to showcasing arguably Spider-Man's greatest nemesis. And in my eyes, Willem Dafoe is definitely the way to go.
Mr. Osborn, why?
Surprised? Yes, I suppose you would be. But the best surprise is still to come.
But with all that said, everybody, that's the video I have for all you today, and please let me know all your thoughts in the comments section down below. Do you think that Willem Dafoe could potentially play the Green Goblin persona of Norman Osborn in Marvel's Spider-Man 3? Or if not Willem Dafoe, who would be your ideal candidate to play the Goblin? Let me know what you think, be sure to leave a like and hype the video, as well as subscribe to the channel if you did enjoy, and for even more Marvel Games content like this in the future. And again, definitely be sure to sign up to my channel memberships to receive even more exclusive videos, perks, and benefits. Thank you all so much for watching, stay spectacular, Spidey fans, and until next time, peace out.